What's going on, everybody? It's Mike Patton, aka The General, and I got a few thoughts on George Karl. For those that don't know, he's got a book coming out called Furious George. Yes, it's called Furious George, folks. That really is the title. But anyway, he's talking about Carmelo Anthony and their time together in Denver. Of course, he's talking about J.R. Smith, and he's also talking about Kenyon Martin. And basically, he's talking about how Carmelo didn't have any commitment to defense, how the excerpts I read were just basically ripping Carmelo Anthony. And talked about how, him and Kenyon Martin were young with money and didn't know how to handle it because no one taught them how to be a man, and how Carmelo just didn't commit to defense, how he didn't want to share the spotlight, all those type of things. Honestly, why are we writing this book? What is the purpose of writing this book, a tell-all book? Because one, it's probably gonna, if you were trying to get back in any NBA circles, it's probably gonna damage any of that. Two, as far as any coaching, if you ever thought about doing any of that, that's probably not going to have too many players trust you. Although, we did hear about the Andre Iguodala story where you had your moment there. So it kind of makes it a little bit more believable now, the personality that we've heard about George Karl as being a guy that's kind of a snake in the grass. He may be a solid coach, which he has been over his career. Of course, with no titles, but that's neither here nor there. But essentially, he made this excerpt all about Carmelo Anthony, talking about him, this, that, and the other. It seems like to me he's got an axe to grind with Carmelo Anthony. He won a lot of games there with Carmelo Anthony. And I will admit that one thing he did say was a good trade, that when he traded Carmelo to New York, that was a great trade for the Denver Nuggets at that time, because all the pieces they got back, Wilson Chandler, among others, But, I know Wilson Chandler wasn't the most popular person in that trade. I know that. Mozgov, all those guys, I know. But still was a good trade for the Nuggets. But just, why are we even writing this book? What is the purpose of this book? Is this book supposed to be healing to your soul? Is this book to just air people out and put them on blast? Because honestly, I'm pretty sure there are plenty of people in the NBA circles that could put you on blast, like maybe the Denver front office, or any of the front offices that you've been with over your entire career. I just want to know, what is the reason for this book? Why? Because honestly, you're writing about stuff that really, or the book is really about something that really not a lot of people are probably interested in. Finding out about how people were in terms of Carmelo Anthony, and just you downing people in a book. Honestly, just in my opinion, it's not very appealing to me. I really don't think I'll buy the book, or probably talk about it after this. Just is what it is, and just my thoughts. I may know someone else probably think differently, and I'm pretty sure I'll get comments as to why I was wrong for saying this and saying that and things like that and the other. But the only thing I can say to George Karl, let it go. Just let it go. Let it go. Because it seems like to me you're still hanging on to the Denver days where J.R. Smith was there. Sure, he was immature at that time there. Where Kenyon Martin was there. And where Carmelo Anthony was there, still trying to grow up as a young man. So, honestly, let it go. Let it go. Let it go. And the comment about, fathers and being a man, I understand the role of a man in a son's life, and I understand that, and raising a child and things like that. But why does that even need to be commented on? Why? Well, I got one reason: you're trying to sell books. But other than that, I really got no reasons why that's even mentioned at all. George, the spotlight is passed. Let it go. Let it go, let it go, let it go. And Carmelo, man, I wouldn't even respond to him. Just leave it alone. He's going to say what he's going to say, and apparently he's harbored these feelings over a decade at this point. So he's going to be who he's going to be. Man, just let it ride. Don't even focus on him. This is Mike Patton, aka the General. You can find my work at The Sports Awakening, www.sportsawakening.com. You can find me on Twitter at General_MP. Man, can someone please tell George Karl, let it go. Just let it go. I'm out. Peace.